Hello, everyone. This is Luke again, and welcome back to the Ninjago Icebergs mini-series. So this is a mini-series that looks on the Ninjago Iceberg memes and actually takes a look and see how many I can recognize. Also, someone commented in the last one that my mic was really bad, so I am very sorry if my mic was bad. Hopefully, this won't be that bad in this case. So let's really get started here. Here is the first one, and that is character redesigns. Yes, I remember these. These got a lot of hate for, and I have a video specifically designed, a ranking specifically designed about controversies. Season 2 was the original ending. Yes, it was. It was the original ending of the series. That was until it was so popular that it was brought back. Voice actor changes. Yeah, right now it's going. Right now, Ninjaga's might be doing another voice actor change because, as you know, Kirby Morrow passed away, so they might change the voice actor for Cole. But I think this one is specifically regarding with Lloyd and how changed from Jillian Michaels to Sam Vincent. The Hageman twins in the show. I think you mean the Hageman brothers. They're not twins. They're not twins. But yeah, they were in the show a couple number of times in seasons 3, 4, and 6. I don't think they made an appearance after that, though. After season 6, though. Season 11 animation change. Yes. The animation change was basically, from Wheel Film APS to Wild Brain. Lloyd age discourse. Yeah, a lot of people have been really debating on how old Lloyd is because Harumi said that Lloyd was the youngest ninja, and I think that's what most people are going by, and that's the same thing with me. The Dark Island trilogy. Yeah, that one actually I think it should be farther down because not a lot of people know that it exists, honestly. The Fold. Yep, the band that makes the Ninjago music. New writers. Yes, we have new writers. It's not the Hageman brothers anymore. It's Breaky Shoot and some other people that I don't remember the names of all that well. Chima and Ninjago. Chima has made some cameo appearances in Ninjago. There was the Beavers, and even had a little bit of an Easter egg in having an Easter egg. So Ninjago on Netflix. It is on Netflix as well, and a lot of people have actually been campaigning to be permanently on Netflix. But the big problem is, you gotta pay for that shit, man. You can't just expect people to pay their pockets for Netflix. And then the infamous love triangle. Ugh, I know. I hate it, but it wasn't 100% necessary. Next layer. Lar, the original Master of Water. I actually have heard about this. The original Master of Water was originally going to be in the tournament, I think, called Lar, but I don't know why he was dropped at first. Garmadon was inspired by the word Armageddon. Yes, that is actually true. He was inspired by the word Armageddon. Ninjago battles Kai. I know the game exists, but I don't know what this is referring to. I think it's just referring to the game, honestly. The Scar Dimension. Okay, this one I actually don't know. I've never heard of this one called the Scar Dimension. Jay's mother's name. A lot of people have actually called her Liber for some reason. I don't know why, actually, but that's what a lot of people have called her. Season 11 White TV commercial leak. I think you mean the Teletoon commercial leak. Yeah, that gave the season 11 such a bad rep. I swear, it gave it such a bad rep that it basically, and we thought that that we thought season 11 was going to look that way, but Tommy said that was just ungraded footage. Antonia's origin and leak. I've seen the leak, but I think I know what her origin is. I think she originated because of a sick child, and that inspired some of the writers to create a character based on that sick child. It's the same thing with Jake as well. By the way, rest in peace, Jake. So, Nia and Jake remembering Skybound. Nia and Jake, I swear. Nia and Jay remember Skybound. Yeah, I think this is incredibly bullshit how only just the two of them remember. If all of the ninja remembered, it could have made up for that absolutely disastrous ending. Netflix Ninjago season hiatus. I'm not sure what this is referring to specifically. So I would have to be cleared up on that. Cole is Goku. I think because of that anime episode or 2D episode, Jay might be proven that he's Goku now. Attack of the Cursed Spectres. I think that was an alternate name to Day of the Departed. Attack of the Cursed Spectres. I know another one was Return of the Villains. So yeah. Zane Fridge Netflix mystery. Oh yes, the Zane Fridge mystery. Because in the U.S., Zane was not in the fridge. There was just a note in the United States version, but everywhere else, Zane just appears in the fridge, and I don't know why everywhere else he appears in the fridge, but in the U.S. it doesn't. I don't know. Canon Ninjago German book. Yeah, I've heard of this. It's called Garmadon Rules, and I don't know why it was only released in Germany. If you're in Germany and you're watching this, you are lucky for getting that book. March the Oni movie cut. Yeah, in the United States, March the Oni was actually a television movie, which was basically like an hour and a half together. But some of the edits were really, really off. Like, for example, they put like Faith's part in the first episode instead of the last one, and they put when Cole got out of the freaking Oni, not Oni invasion, but the Oni part, they put it right smack dab in the middle of the battle, which is kind of awkward. That was a really awkward position to do that. Clutch Powers foreshadowing. And speaking of Cole actually foreshadowed the name Clutch Powers, and he ended up being a character in the show. A really bad one, but he's still a character nonetheless. Echo Zane and Mr. E scrap connection. This is the third later. Yes, I am still mad that this was scrapped, because this would have made more sense than what we got in the actual series. I kind of understand what the decision was, because they had to go over the events of Skybound again. That just proves that Skybound was not really a great idea, because the fact that you have to quote unquote reverse a season and then have to bring it back again, it really makes you think, well, what was the point of reversing it? Is Moro Lloyd's cousin? I've actually never heard of this one. Kirby Morrow's audition recording. Rest in peace, Kirby Morrow. Yes. When Kirby actually passed away, Tommy Andreasen released the Kirby Morrow's audition. And he was actually auditioning for the role of Jay at one point, but under a different name as Ren, or as I say Rain. Yeah. Woo Crew. Yes, the Woo Crew logos. If you watch season 6, you might actually see a lot of Woo Crew logos. And whenever whenever I see the Woo Crew logo, I just shout Woo Crew because I think it's funny. Ninjago movie and Hands of Time connection. I might have heard something like this. I think, if I remember correctly, there was supposed to be a sequel to Hands of Time for season 8, but because of the movie, they had to change plans. Skybound removed from Netflix UK. Even Netflix UK is willing to admit that Skybound never actually happened and don't want to acknowledge its existence. The origin of Zane's heart. Yeah, that's a big question. If you want, I could actually make a video based on the whole, what do I think Zane's heart is? America airing episodes later than other countries. Oh no. Don't even get me started on this. I hate you, Cartoon Network, for doing this. I hate you so much. Cole's mom theories. Yeah, I've heard a lot of theories, especially from Tanner Fishies, who, before we knew who Lily even was, we assumed a lot of things, like maybe she died, or maybe she was divorced Lou or something. That's what I thought at first, that that Lily was still alive, but she divorced, which I guess is a little too adult for it's a little too adult for Ninjago. Prime Empire Belle Delphi. Oh no. Yes, I saw this a lot when I had my Twitter account. I saw a lot of people when Prime Empire was a thing. They said, "Oh, look, it's Belle Delphine. She's a Ninjago." And if you don't know what this is referring to, there was a pink-haired lady in the I Am Okino episode who tried to assist Okino, or who Okino tried to assist, but ended up dying as a result. And a lot of people made the comparison to her and Belle Delphine, because Belle Delphine is like the same kind of thing. Destiny Shadow Mini Fridge. Yes, brief mention from season 7, especially when Zane tried to do a vehicular analysis of the Destiny Shadow, and there was a mini fridge, and then Zane said, "Beverage?" And then Lloyd was like, maybe later. Fourth layer. What happened between seasons 3 and 4? Well, there was the Chen mini movies, obviously. A lot, and Way to the Part actually explains that Ronan was actually the one who took Zane. And I even heard about this this idea that the Hagmans had, where they actually had an alternate ending to season 3 where they actually showed what Zane looked like, but I don't think it ever made it past the storyboards. Nia controlling Boreal. Yeah, that was the original plan for the season 11 storyline the horrendous storyline involving Nia controlling ice, which makes no sense at all, honestly. And that was the original intention of that storyline, but according to Briggy, there wasn't enough time. Theories of the Overlord's return. That still happened to this day. There have been a bunch of theories about this. And I'm being honest with you, there are a bunch. Even I might create my own theories. Ninjago in Lego Universe. Yes, it was in Lego Universe. I actually saw a lot of the thing. Like, there was Zane was in one and has tournament gi, and I think Kai was also there. And I think you could like plug them into Lego Universe when that was still a thing, and it would work. Ultra Agents is in the same universe as Ninjago. Okay, I know what this is referring to. This is referring to Pale Man and Tox being in Ninjago, because Pale Man and Tox are originally villains in the Ultra Agents theme, and they made an appearance in Ninjago, so I don't know where they got that idea from. Okay. Serpentine Train set, or as I call it, the Snake Train. The Snake Train, yes. That was actually a canceled set, but I've heard that they might bring it back, but I don't know if they have officially brought it back. Johnny Thunder in Ninjago City Docks. I don't know who Johnny Thunder is, so I don't know this one. Chen or Chad? I've never actually seen this. I've never seen people actually mistake Chen with Chad for some reason. Garmadon removed from Legacy Bounty. I'm not into set related stuff, so I don't know this. So second to last later. Tanner the Lolly Lover. Yeah. Okay, yes, I remember this one. There has been a lot of controversy surrounding Tanner Fishies, and one of them is his quote unquote love for lollies. If you don't know what lollies is, it's like hentai, but much worse. It's basically underage girls in underage anime girls in sexual positions, and it's very inappropriate. To be fair, Tanner, that's part of his private life, but then again, he does post it some publicly on his Twitter page, which does raise a few eyebrows a lot. So yeah, Master of the Mountain scrap scene. Yes, I've actually covered this. The actual final scene was actually going to showcase the Get Eccles and Muntz working together to create a statue next to Lily's statue, and it would be a statue of Cole. And Lily's statue would actually smile on Cole's statue, indicating that she is proud of her son, which I think would have been awesome. I am upset that we never got this, but hopefully someone could actually have some like 3D stuff and actually can make a 3D version of this, and I'll be so happy. Spinjitzu Scavenger Hunt. I'm actually going to cover this in my Lost Media series. This was actually a lost Ninjago game that never really that did exist, but no one really knows where to access it. And there's only been one video ever made about this. Ninjago movie deleted scene. I never actually heard of a deleted Ninjago movie scene, so I don't know this one. Nautocon's name changed due to a real life dictator. Actually, I've heard of this one. His original name was going to be Azad, but I heard that there was a Syrian dictator who had that name. Al-Assad. So to avoid that connection, they changed it to Nauticon. But I actually noticed that whenever I was watching previews, like when in the episode descriptions, they still had the name Azad. So I don't know why that was the case. Trina of Doom's private Ninjago videos. I have actually never heard of this person, Trina of Doom, and I didn't know this person actually made Ninjago videos. So I actually wonder what those videos actually were. And now we're at the last layer. Racist aspects of Chen. Oh yes. Oh yes. Um I remember there was this website that indicated a lot of racist elements in Ninjago, and one of them was Master Chen and how this is how the Chinese are supposed to act. And like especially since he had the name Chen, which is, Chinese sounding. And it was very stereotypical. I wouldn't say racist, but more or less stereotypical. Master of the Mountain racial commentary. I've actually never heard of this one. So, yeah. Temple of Brent Strux / Brent Miller's body parts? What? I have never heard of this. I am so uncultured, honestly. Mary Hendrixy death hoax. I've never heard of this one. And last but not least, hashtag respect Coco and Nia. I honestly don't know where they got this from, but I think it's because they actually care for Lloyd more than Misako does. I think that's where this originated from, but I am not entirely sure. But yeah, that was yet another Ninjago Iceberg. Sorry that it took a while to get another one. But anyways, I hope you guys liked this video. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel by clicking on the red subscribe button, and click the notification bell to see every video that I will upload. And I'll see all you folks in the next video. Bye bye!